G'day everyone and welcome to Nat's Knackers Yard, an unusual midweek update, partly because there is one I suppose, but I don't tend to do midweek ones during the winter months because I don't get the sunlight hours more than anything else, but loads of sunlight because it's daytime. I took a day off work today, the reason being to get Kermit and Sting MOT'd. So I've booked, had them booked in at local garage, ordered the tyres because this needs new, well it certainly needs new valve stems, but why not do the tyres while they're there. Got that all sorted, got that all booked in, thought sorry I'd get Sting as well, got the van on hire, jobs are good. Kermit is awesome. It's cold and the engine's cold, so not a problem. Kermit's fine, and I've paid the deposit. I then got a message this morning from the garage saying that his missus had gone into labour and he couldn't do it. Fuck. Yeah, joyous for him, fucking annoying for me. But hey, so what? I cancelled the van and thought, well, okay, because I've paid the deposit on the tyres for these, I have to MOT this there, otherwise I'm not going to get that money back. But what about Sting? What I could do is jump on Sting, see if I can find somewhere local that's got a gap and get him MOT'd. No, because the cunt don't work again, and I don't use that word lightly, or indeed often. I fucking hate this bike. Someone please take it off me. I hate it with so much passion. And having a garage on a driveway with a slope, it's just tempting to just kick the cunt off, frankly. So what the fuck's going on there? And why am I being so sweary? Because I'm just annoyed. Any help with this would be deeply appreciated. So let's see what we got. Tank off, airbox off. Let me just prove all of my whinges. Right, spark check, let's get that done. Right, so what can you see? Yeah, not too bad actually. I've had all the sparks off, cleaned them all, put them back on, but just to see if you can see. This is a bitch to show, it always is. Let me just try and dip you down, nod your head down a bit so you can see a bit clearer. I'm not entirely sure you will be able to see. Ooh, turbo zoom. There we go. And we're on. Spark onto a conductive surface. Oops. Yeah, so you can see it's really hard to show on a screen, but there's good healthy spark there, I think. Please educate me otherwise, anybody. That is good healthy spark off all four. Right, so I've got fuel on, power on, even when I chuck shit down this down the spouts. So that is my cold start, which is incredibly flammable. Charlie can testify to that when he tried to burn my garage down with it. A little bit of a wedge to help me get in. Plenty of quick start. Choke on. Choke fully on. nothing. I get the occasional burble, the very occasional burble. So, again, nothing from that at all. I've had the sparks with a quick douse of fuel and back in. I got a bit of a backfire, but nothing more. I'm sure it's the carbs. I'm adamant it's the carbs. There's something that they're not playing with. Now, I think it's the idle jets. I don't think it's getting fuel through. So, you know, I've got fuel in. Let me see what you can see. I'll spin you out a bit actually. There we go. So, I've got fuel going in. Where's my finger? I've got fuel in, going in. I've certainly got spark. I've got compression on. My compression tester doesn't fit this, but there's compression there that's spitting stuff out. So there is compression, albeit I can't measure it. So it may be a compression issue, but why would that just randomly start now? I'm sure there's something in those carbs, and whether it's the idle jets. When I got the rebuild kit, I got a cheapy one, a cheapy Chinese one. The idle jets didn't quite. Car going past. I don't say they didn't work or they were blocked or anything like that, but you know they didn't look exactly like the ones that were in it, which I now can't find. So it may well be the idle jets. So it probably means I need to take this fecking carburetor apart again. Right, I can't really be arsed, so I'm going to strip it out and just put the bike away. Don't get angry at it. It's an inanimate object. It cannot respond. So yeah, I'm going to whip those carbs out. The one thing I do need to do though, and I do actually need to do it, is on kit, on my Fazer, my CAF Fazer. I can feel the clutch cable going. I felt a bit of a twang actually yesterday, a couple of days back, and thought, oh crap. So I've got a new one, so let's get the carb out of this. And it's out. Right, so I'm going to get that drained again. I'm going to wang the tank on just so I don't damage it or lose it. I need to put the airbox back in, and then I'm just going to push it away. Right, so the arsehole that is Sting put away, a living embodiment of a polished turd. Right, and kit pulled out. So clutch cable on a FZ6. Yeah, unlike every other bike, I keep coming across this with everything I do, unlike every other bike. So, normally clutch onto the right hand side. Ditto on the Honda, so it's not a Kawasaki thing. It seems to have been on every other bike that I've had. But if you look on the Fazer, yeah, not there. It's on the other side. And it's not a pulley system. It comes in, so round from the lever, down the left hand side in. So let's get the cover off first. So there she goes. Right, and there we have the actual clutch in on that side. And a lot of shite that could probably do with being cleaned out as well while we're there. I'll just check on the, there we go, front sprocket, looks fine, nice and toothy still. Yeah, would be a bit of a silly move not to give that a bit of a clean out while I'm here as well, but that's the business end complete. I've got a little clip a bit higher up, which I'm just going to whack off and drop that round, and then we'll have a look at the top end, shall we? Right, so that's you a bit more settled up there. bit more of a bit of a better view from the top. Just really lining up the gaps. And there she blows. And we're all good. Right. Now I've probably got a fair amount of snipping to do, because as ever there's a good few plastic cups kicking around on here. Cable ties or whatever you want to call them. One. Yeah, that's a proper twisty. I don't see many of those around anymore. So I'm off there. I'm a bit wrapped up in there. I'm going to have to prop this tank up. We'll bounce it up one or the other. Just get it out of the way. Right, so down to my last pair of gloves. Well, out of this box, I've got other ones, but they're shite. Right, so to release that, it looks like, so that's the mechanism there. I think I need to build myself some slack, so if I just pop one of these, pop the spring off. Looks to be the best way, and if I fire that down my driveway, it's even better. Caught it. Ninja skills. Right, how does this attach? Where's the slide? It's on the other side. So right, a little bit of jiggery pokery later. That's nice and off, so let's just whip that out. That's pretty grim in there. I'm going to go and scrape most of that crap off into the bin. And there we go. Damn sight cleaner. There is the remnants of a gasket on here, which seems slightly pointless, frankly, because there's so much open on this. But hey, if it stops some of the crap getting in, it'd be worthwhile doing. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I have the new cable. I might just step you back actually and see if I can get some filming of this, and I'm just going to reroute it. Right, I think I'll keep quiet here. Just fast forward you. Which way? Oh, is that a sky shot then? Right, so that's the cable relayed. The fresh one in. Let's see if I can get this back on. Ideally, a little bit quicker than it was taking off. I don't know what you can see. What's your angle like? Right, so if I do it there, it's probably not far off. I really want to rest it on my knee because I'm going to trash my trousers. Look at that, straight on. Just push that. Tang back on. That seemed to be quite important last time. So that's on. And in the hole, got that little spring that I tried to fire down the driveway. Let's not forget that. I'm guessing it's quite important. Guessing, of course, it's important. And that's back on. And from the business end, I think we're pretty much good to go. But rather than tighten it all up down there, I want to try getting the top edge sorted first, I think. Although, that said, it's just going to pull the cable. So let's just get it at least held in place. There we go. That job's a good one. Right, I'll put these mini ones off. That'll save me from the worst. I'm just trying to get this tagged on. There we go, all sorted, all knit back together, all good in the hood. Yeah, I've just whipped it up and down the hill, trying to get used to the clutch distance. And actually, so obviously you've got, you know, the settings, the adjustables, actually all the way back to 1, nice and close. Because it's brand new cable, there's no stretch in it at all. Obviously it's steel, it's not as if it stretches a great deal, but there's nothing in it at all. Right, my morale is better. I've got a bike that runs. I'm not touching that carb now. It's just pissed me off too much at the moment. I might just drain it and leave it for now. What I am going to do is jump on the bike, go and visit Watford Body Shop and have a look at some paint. But I don't think that's for this one. That's for an experimenting with paintbrushing, which will be coming soon. Paintbrushing, airbrushing, which will be coming soon. Right, that'll do me a bit of a disappointing midweeker, but these things are sent to try us. Cheers all, ta-da.